All right, guys, and ladies. Why I say guys, that is not at all an egalitarian term. Uh, everybody, that's better. On this side, I have shown this before. These are the covers I've got for the windows. I might remove these. This is only 100 watts a panel between these tubes. I might just pop those off and get rid of those 250 watt panels altogether. Those are on the doors. So that might be something I can get rid of, and very simply. Over here, so that's not a big deal. So I'll think about that. In the meantime, I can block the existence of the panels off with this very, 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 very bad plastic tarp. Over here, I cut another plastic tarp in half, quarters, or six. I'm not sure how big the tarp was to begin with. And it's basically here for this reason. There is a crap load. There's a crap load of wires here. It's just everything sort of flows from this side to the opposite side on this side. So I'm going to, excuse me for doing that. I'm going to leave that there probably all the time. There's really no reason to ever remove that one unless it blows off, and I've got it pretty much hammered down with a number of magnets, and probably need to add another here, tape it on or do something. But so over here on this side is a huge problem. You see I have 3 panels on this side. I do have a covering for this side, a very large panel that I've cut off at the bottom to somewhat hide this side. So, but this will be the one where I'll have to do the big chunk. So when I do decide to do this, I'm going to have to go in here and get the huge plastic tarp. Go back over to the side and I'll show it to you. Away, still throwing things away because I'm still in the old hotel, so it will be slightly better when I get into motion again or get into the field again. But this is the huge tarp. It's got these large let's see, it grabs my keychain. Has these larger magnets on it, so I can put that on the opposite side, but that'll be probably just prior to stopping somewhere for the night where stealth or at least not looking like I've got 1,000 panels on my van might be important. So I'm not sure putting that on right now. I think I have a previous video with that on there. If I can find it, I'll link it. If not, you know, if not, you've seen tarps before, but I'll try to find it. In any case, that's basically all I'm going to do with that. This side, I'm not going to do a piece by piece. I tried a piece on the other side, if I told you about, but it blew off. Not a major loss. So because there's so many panels on that opposite side, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 panels on the side. There's 4 panels here, but these tiny 50 watts are easy to camo or to just take off, which I might do at some point and actually have a window there again. And I can get rid of, see this big lump of wires because I have strung it across here, and I need to get some slack. I've got this huge distorted elephant trunk snake type thing here, so I could eliminate that. So we'll see. In any case, I just want to give you a quick, now I'm not going to do any more camo stuff. You now see my full plan. So when I do decide to get back into stealth mode, I'm just going to leave these up the majority of the time, and then when I need to get where I'm going, I'm just going to find a place that won't bother me. I'm going to hook up my white tarp on the other side, which is going to be a not inconsiderable process for a tarp that covers from here all the way to the door here. But it will reach, and I have used it before, so I've got that there. So without screwing around with a lot more cutting and a lot more magnets, that will be sufficient. I do have more magnets, so I might just make that tarp there also, and tape tape some of the magnets on it. I'm not sure right now. It's got magnetic hooks, but they're heavy duty because they have to stand up to a little aerodynamics. I'm not gonna get on the highway and ride with that in place, but going down city streets should not be a big deal. So I'm not going to be going 55 miles an hour, and with this van sometimes 65 miles an hour would take a stick of dynamite up the exhaust to get it moving that fast, and it'd be going in many pieces in that case. All right, I just want to give you a quick rundown. So I'm through with this tarp deal. At this point, I've got that side done. I've got a huge tarp for this side that I already had, so that will at least give me some minor amount of stealth at night. Now, please don't believe that I'm thinking this is going to be a stealth during the day. The only thing this would be using the classic stealth camping of getting there at between 10 and 12, or more likely between 11 and 1, parking, going to sleep, waking up relatively early, hopefully by 6 or 7, maybe a little later, but very rarely later, and just moving on to a different spot, or a spot where I can sit and show my panels, because it'll be during the day and maybe people won't hassle me. All right, I will talk to you later, and that's about the end of that.